Shortly after high school, I made friends with this guy named Dave. He was generous and hot and kind of awesome. Everybody liked him. We helped him move into this cool off-campus rental, this little Victorian house he had all to himself. But after he'd lived there a few weeks, he changed. He looked tired all the time. He swore that the house was haunted, that there was somebody who watched him shower and stole his keys, and there were sounds all night long that kept him awake. He stopped showering, and he started talking to himself. Missing classes, missing appointments. We honestly thought that he was having a mental breakdown. I asked him if he'd let me take him to the mental health clinic, and he said, "Spend the night at my house first." I figured no big deal. We'd all stayed at the Victorian before, and it was completely cute and totally not scary. So I brought my pillow and a bunch of brochures. I swear to God, I brought brochures to an intervention. And the house wasn't scary. I made a bed for myself on Dave's floor, and I fell asleep no problem. Dogs woke me up at 3 a.m. I could hear them barking and barking right in his bedroom, right on top of me. But Dave didn't have dogs. The room was freezing, and when I got up to check the thermostat, I felt someone behind me. I felt him watching me, and he wasn't happy. I woke Dave up, and I told him to get his stuff because we had to go. But my keys were gone. His keys were gone. So we walked through the night to a friend's house just to get away from that awful Victorian. Instead of taking Dave to the clinic, I helped him move. And once he was out of that house, he was fine again. When we went to turn the keys into the landlord, the guy wasn't surprised. He'd had a tenant die unnoticed in that house 20 years ago. And the man's dog starved to death, chained in the back room. And even though he thoroughly cleaned the house before renting it, nobody stayed long after that.